Habari zenu wa Kenya. The Privatization Bill 2025, among the 8 bills that was passed by William Ruto, with the sole objective of offsetting and selling state corporations and entities whom, according to William Ruto, have been making losses over the years to state and private investors. One big red flag about this bill: the moment these organizations have been sold, you can only reverse the decision to sell them 8 years after the enactment into the Kenyan Gazette notice. Number 2, William Ruto and the Cabinet Secretary can approve the selling of these organizations without scrutiny, oversight, or approval from the National Assembly. Watu wa two-term hii ni yenu. Do you know the famous Rivertex, the textile company in Uasin Gishu, have already been leased on a 21-year deal to an organization called Arise Integrated Industrial Platform. This organization, I've checked on their board of members and management, there is no single Kenyan on that board. The head of this organization, or the company that is purchasing Rivertex, goes by the name Venkataramani Rivatsan, who is also a subsidiary director of an organization called Olam Group, which is owned by Temasek Holdings in Singapore, which again, the Temasek Holding is owned by the government of Singapore. So when William Ruto said we really want to make Kenya looks like Singapore, maybe he was right. Number 2, watu wa Uasin Gishu, from hiring, recruitment, opportunities, budgeting, nobody is going to involve you in Rivertex. And mind you, your former gubernatorial candidate, Buzeki, supports this bill. And it is shocking. It was just the other day, he joined UDA in supporting the candidature of William Ruto in 2027. Hapo imewafikia. Number 2, I want to speak about the Kenya Pipeline Corporation. The Kenya Pipeline Corporation, according to their financial statement, they made a profit of 10 billion in the financial year 2023-2024 before tax. So I don't understand why we are selling these entities. I will go ahead. Watu wa two-term. All the pump stations in Mombasa, Kisumu, Maungu, Samburu, Manyani, Mtito Andei, Makindu, Sinendet, Nakuru, Sultan Hamud, Konza, Embakasi, Moi Airport, Moi International Airport, Mombasa, Kipevu, Lanet, and Eldoret. All of it, you say goodbye to them. Because the government is intending to raise 100 billion from selling of Kenya Pipeline Company, Kenya Pipeline Corporation, with the aim of raising 100 billion and also giving out 65% ownership, only retaining 35%. Number 2, I want to speak about the Kenya Seed Company. The Kenya Seed Company is a very funny affair. Apparently, it's headed by a very close confidant of William Ruto, Honorable Purity Wangari Ngirishi. I think she vied for some seat in Kirinyaga. This company has a net deficit. It has a deficit, iko na madeni ya 143 million of its subsidiary in Uganda and only 40 million in the Kenyan Seed Company subsidiary in Rwanda, and the other 143 million in Uganda. Apparently, William Ruto can manage to furnish State House at the cost of 2-3 billion, but they cannot really bail out this organization. Nitawapeleka moja kwa moja vile DJ Afro amesema to the Kenyatta International Convention Center. Why are you selling a symbol of national heritage? Why are you selling something that Kenyans have been familiar with? If indeed we are meant to protect the national heritage and the symbol of this country, Kenyatta International Convention Center is not even something to debate about. The Kenyan government can comfortably fund and run that center, but I don't know the reason. Wakenya, nikimalizia, the bill, they are going to raise and sell these companies through initial public shares of offers. And they've said, the act shall not apply to sale of shares in secondary market, sale of shares by Social Security Fund and other entities from the government, sale or transfer of shares by a county government. So tell me, if a private investor is going to purchase, what is going to prevent our politicians from buying off these organizations and these entities? And they have said, through the initial public shares of offers, also to be undertaken as per the Capital Markets Authority Act, Cap 485A. You are going to check about this. So watu wa two-term, for those people who keep believing, for those people whom we've been telling you all these things, it is high time you open your eyes. If this bill is going to be passed, William Samoei Ruto is not going to choose which organizations my 2-term people are working in, which organizations our 1-term people are working in. It's all Kenyans who are going to be affected across the board. So if you think watu wa 2-term, you are going to punish us by supporting everything William Ruto passes and everything William Ruto says, just know from the selling and management of our seed, mbegu, from the selling of such critical national infrastructure by the name Kenya Pipeline Corporation, and also the National Oil Corporation of Kenya, whom apparently was managed by a guy called Joe Sang, and before that he is currently the head of Kenya Pipeline Corporations. All of that, hakuna mtu atambua watu wa Rift Valley hii organization yenu itasimamishwa because you guys are saying 2-term. Kenyans I'm going to take much of my energy into dissecting what this privatization bill is going to entail. But for now, mukae mukijua maajabu yanakuja. Wakenya, this is shocking, but I always urge you, mumakinike.